Welcome to Savvy Sailing. Let's go sailing in Conwy. I'm excited about this trip because I've been trying to arrange a day to go sailing with my brother and the lads for a while now, but it seems like our diaries rarely joined up, or when they did, the weather wasn't great. I want to talk briefly about preparation too. I plan to do a very simple sail to Puffin Island. We're going to anchor up, we're going to have some lunch and return all in one tide. We've done this trip often before, but it's still important to have a passage plan so we know the times that we need to set off and the times we need to return. I'm going to prepare this and share it with the others so they know what to expect. One of the first things to do is to check the weather. Looking at Windfinder, it seems that we're going to have some steady winds and sunshine, but it's not going to be that warm. Over the past year, we've been buying more cold weather clothes for sailing. Now we have a good wardrobe of coats and salopettes that can be handed out to family and friends. Next, I check the tides. Looking at the tides for Conwy, I can see that the Marina gate goes down at 8:23 am. That means we need to be ready and leave early in the morning. I can also see that the gate goes back up at 14:41. I don't want to be rushing back because I think the extra pressure will mean that it's not an enjoyable trip for everybody. I want to allow myself an extra hour to get in, so our target time to return is 13:41. Looking at those times, I know I need to prepare to ensure that everybody's had a good breakfast and also that we have provisions for lunch while we're out. I also use the Ynys Seiriol app, which shows me that we're going to have a high water of 7.8 metres and low of 1.2. So this is a tidal range of 6.4 metres, which is quite a lot. We're one day before spring tide. Having such a big tidal range means that we need to be in on time, otherwise we'll be fighting the outgoing tide. If it does go wrong, we can pick up a mooring buoy, but we won't be able to get back into the marina until 2051. Our trip is going to take us out of the marina, along the river and over to Puffin Island. We aim to get there in time to put the anchor down and have our lunch. After our early lunch, we'll return as quickly as we can to get back before the marina gate goes up. The total journey is only 7 nautical miles each way. We have a wind from the northeast, and that will mean that we should be able to sail a little bit of the journey. So let's get out on the water. Well, it's a beautiful day, but we don't have a lot of wind. In between the marina and the perch, the current runs very quickly. We're only making a couple of knots headway. Everything's going well. The engine's running nicely. We will need to give the boat a very good clean at the start of the season. There were a few moments where the winds filled the sails, but it wasn't enough for us to be able to stop the engine. I had some feedback that people would like to see what I'm looking at on the chart plotter. I've tried to record it here, but it doesn't come out very well. Very soon there wasn't enough wind to fill the sails. But we didn't mind too much. It was a glorious day and it was fun being on the water. So we're almost at Puffin. Just see it in the distance. It's taken us probably about 2 hours, I think. Firstly against the tide, and secondly because there's not a lot of wind, so we're going quite slowly. But we're getting close now. This is the first time we've flown the drone from the boat. It's not as easy as I thought it would be, but my brother did an excellent job of catching it on its return. Finally we arrived at Puffin. We put the anchor down and it was nice to stop. We made a coffee and spent a few moments looking at the beautiful scenery around us. This little guy got curious. Every time he popped his head up he was a little bit closer. We had a little bit more wind on the way back, which was nice. It did fill the sail. We tried turning the engine off once or twice, but we were going too slowly and we were conscious that we didn't want to miss the gate. So we used the genoa and we left the engine on as well. we were soon back at Conwy Marina. It was just a short trip, but it was really enjoyable. It was good to be out on the water and we'd enjoyed the sunshine. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Savvy Sailing.